So, ladies and gentlemen, as we set the tone and we are all geared up to get started, I would now like to introduce you to our special guest who's here today with us, Mrs. Ambika Anand. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Ambika Anand is a bilingual writer, poet, journalist, reviewer, and a translator. She has 16 published works both in English and vernacular language Telugu in various categories like poetry, prose translation, short stories, and creative writing. She is one of the founder editors of Years India, a popular itinerary in e-journal that showcases Indian regional literatures in English. So as she's right here today, let us give her a huge round of applause as we are all get up to hear it from you. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am. I would want to hand over the podium to you now.
Sabhaye Namaha. I'm standing here not as a writer, author, or a journalist, but purely as a childhood friend of Subramanyam. And I take this opportunity to present one of the poems which I had gifted to him on his 15th birthday. And that poem seems to be prophetic because it has come out truly true, each word of it. So this is what it is. To Subramanyam, my dear friend. You were born in the month of June, brighter than the sun of noon. You're born with wings to fly, to reach the rainbow in the sky. You are a star, shimmering bright in the darkness of the night. There is a divine streak in you that protects you all the way through. There is a divine streak in you that protects you all the way through. You send your prayers up every day in a devotional, faithful way. You send your prayers up every day in a devotional, faithful way. God surely smiles upon you to make you one day a great you. God surely smiles upon you to make you one day a great you. So, Subramanyam is the great Subramanyam.
So now I take absolute pride and honor to introduce our chief guest. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor right here to have her with us today. And as I introduce her, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, the Joint Managing Director of Apollo Hospitals, is a distinguished global healthcare leader, entrepreneur, and humanitarian. She chairs G20 Empower India and previously served as the President of Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Dr. Reddy is on the board of Joint Commission Resources, a renowned authority for healthcare organizations working on improving patient care, safety, and quality across the continuum of care. Dr. Reddy drives innovation in healthcare through technology adoption and has received recognition for her contributions, including an honorary doctorate and the title of Honorary Council of Brazil. Her initiatives include Apollo Clinics, Apollo Knowledge, and Apollo Philanthropy. Dr. Reddy actively influences policy and advocates for public health, and her leadership has earned her numerous prestigious awards. So now, as I take the privilege to invite her on stage, can we give the chief guest, Dr. Sangeeta Sriram, Mr. Dattatreya, Mr. Vijay Sarathi Velluru, Mr. Ashok Anand, and Mr. Surya Narayana. Requesting all the close family and friends to please join us on the stage. Yes, ma'am, rightly said. So, requesting you to please proceed a little forward. Thank you so much. Yeah, so can you please join us here? Face tells it all. Thank you so much everyone once again for being here with us today, and a very hearty congratulations to all of you on the grand launch of the wonderful book, The Resilient Part.
Good evening, everyone. Namaste. And first, let me offer my sincerest congratulations to Subramanyam. There are many things that he has done in his outstanding career, and I think this is a perfect testimony to his deep dedication to share his learning, because I think the ultimate of helping someone else do as well as you have is to be able to pen this down. I believe the book is going to be a very interesting combination, because he himself is a very interesting character. As a professional, he stands out. His discipline, his knowledge, his capability, and then he combines it with this very unique Indian trend of, whether it's the Vedas or the Gita or his, complete faith or the bhakti. And I think an ability to combine bhakti with professional knowledge is a unique Indian characteristic of a professional, and is probably one of the reasons why so many of our professionals are making global mark, because of this upbringing. And always in his early days, I saw his dedication to his parents. Through his growth, I saw his commitment to his brothers. I saw the closeness of their family in the way they conducted their weddings. I witnessed firsthand his continuous respect and what they call maryada. And I think that's how he won over so many of our doctors, and I see many of them sitting in the audience. But, I know that his ability to get things done without ruffling feathers is a unique characteristic of Subramanyam. And as an extremely successful CEO in a hospital environment where there are so many people with so many, their own nature, their own ego, their own characteristics, and all the human interest elements of, unhappy, worried, difficult patients, high-achieving doctors, complex technology. To juggle all that together and always look calm. Yes, madam, no problem, madam. Is only an ability of someone, what they say, the full vessel. If you're not the combination of knowledge and confidence of an inner strength, you cannot do that. And so, Subramanyam, this is a good time for me to compliment you and really say that over the years, your 33 years at Apollo have been outstanding, and I truly am happy to congratulate you for this. And I think on the way and in the journey, he himself evolved. And I think, of course, we should give appropriate credit to Sridevi, because you need a partner always to do that. And I think equally he was overjoyed as well as inspired by his children. So Maitreyi and Manikanta, what you have brought into his life, and definitely Vishwanath and Vaishnavi now, each one of you have played a very significant role. And I understand that the completeness of an individual is not just what they do in the professional realm, but what they're able to do in their family and reflect that value system and bring the family into the organization. And therefore I see so many of your colleagues here, Subramanyam, so it's very nice to see all of you. Dr. Subbareddy, Rahul, Nandini, I'm not calling out every single one, but each one of you present here. And of course, people like Sanjay of Rachnotsav, I don't know how many functions he's done for Apollo with your guidance, and now he's doing it for you, so it's a perfect combination. And of course, so many distinguished members of society. Mirandarwar, guests of honor, your presence here is a reflection of, your this thing that you have been in some way touched through Subramanyam, and so thank you on his behalf for being here. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And before we let you go down and be seated, I would like to invite on stage Ms. Sri Devi to please felicitate ma'am for a valuable time and presence in gracing this occasion. Can we give ma'am a huge round of applause? Mr. Sri Ram, CEO of Stardom Books. Can we welcome sir with a resounding round of applause on stage? Requesting Mr. Subramanyam to please fill the stage, Mr. Sri Ram.
I'm reading a small extract from chapter 1, which is called Embracing Fear, Understanding Its Power. The section in that chapter is called My Encounters with Fear, and this is on page 8. Fear wasn't an impenetrable wall, but a mist that could be navigated with determination and the right mindset. Instead of an end, fear was a pause, a moment of reflection, allowing one to evaluate and adapt. It was an invitation to reassess our goals, to broaden our horizons, and to muster the courage to dream bigger than before. Through this newfound perspective, fear transformed from a debilitating entity to a catalyst, propelling me forward towards uncharted territories and unforeseen successes. All of us are getting to read one small part of the book to all of you so that it may inspire most of you to actually read the book. I'm reading a small phrase from the chapter 1. The theme is no comfort zone, which is what my father has taught all of us, to step out of the comfort zone and work hard. The differentiation between external and internal growth is vital. While society often measures success by external factors like wealth, status or titles, true success and contentment comes from internal growth and evolution. The pursuit of passion, purpose and personal growth brings its sense of fulfillment unmatched by materialistic gains. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and now request Mr. Manikanta to please join us on the stage.
Thanks a lot for this opportunity, Mohan, and it's wonderful to be part of this journey with you. And yeah, I'm not sure I'm ever going to write a book for sure, but an opportunity to read a para from your book. Thanks for that. I'm reading from chapter 3, Nurturing Positivity. I think it goes without saying you always bring a lot of positivity in us, and the kind of great conversations we have always every morning. I have to say this. I spend a lot of time with him every morning for about like an hour talking about a lot of these things. So yeah, it's great. And the section I'm talking about is take positivity from anywhere and everywhere. Uh, the inherent duality of life means that there exists both light and shadow, positive and negative in nearly every situation and character. This is a truth that permeates history, literature, and our daily experiences. Recognizing and understanding this duality is a testament to one's maturity and wisdom. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Next up, I would like to invite Mr. Vishwanath on stage.
Hello everyone. Firstly, congrats Nana. I am going to read from chapter 3, Nurturing Positivity, Helping Yourself and the Society. The section is Take Positivity from Anywhere and Everywhere, page 30. Our perspective and our lens of viewing the world plays a pivotal role in shaping our experiences. We have the power to choose our focus. By dwelling solely on negativity, we risk being consumed by it. Alternatively, by acknowledging the negative but choosing to focus on the positive, we foster a mindset of growth, resilience, and optimism. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And last but not the least, requesting Ms. Vaishnavi to please join us on the stage.
Thank you everyone for being here. Congratulations, Moira, on a wonderful book. I'm reading a small excerpt from chapter 3 that says Nurturing Positivity. The essence of human existence lies in our interconnectedness. Our successes and failures are not just personal milestones, they ripple out, influencing the larger community. Progress that excludes or marginalizes parts of the community is neither sustainable nor truly successful. The true growth and development are inclusive, lifting everyone as it rises. Thank you.
Together for Mr. Subramanyam Yadavalli, whose journey from humble. So can we welcome sir on stage with a big round of applause?
Good evening, everyone. I am deeply honored to stand before you today as celebrate the launch of my book, The Resilient Path. I have, in this last 32 years, 35 years, I have done so many programs. I spoke at various forums, nationally, internationally. But I think this is the first time I needed something I wrote and I have to read it from it. I was thinking why this is happening. So when I go to Tirumala, I must say, because Madam said, that God connect. So I wanted to say this story first. So whenever I go to Tirumala, I think that, I must read the entire Vishnu Sahasranama in front of the God. And which I do every day. So everything is by heart, no problem. But when I go there, when I stand there, I don't remember even one nama of the Vishnu Sahasranama. I just can't do it. And I just stand there for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever God gives me the time, and comes out and say, what happened, I wanted to read it, I wanted to say a few namas that I could not do it. That is what happens when you stand in front of your Guru. Because Guru is always an embodiment of the God. So when you stand in front of Guru, you don't really able to talk, you'll only able to consume that energy from the Guru. So that's what exactly happens when I stand in front of Madam. I really mean it. I go to her room several times to say something, I wanted this, I write everything, go. But when I go there, I don't know what I'm going to talk, I don't know what I'm talking, I just keep quiet. But God knows, God knows what you deserve and what you require. So God takes care of it. So when I go to Tirumala also, I don't have to say anything. I take only one nama, that's enough. The God knows this is what this boy requires and this is what he need to be addressed. So ma'am, that is what, that's the reason probably I am needing a script today to read out. I am not a regular writer. I wrote what life taught me. This book is a culmination of my personal and professional experiences, the lessons learned, challenges overcome, and insights gained in the last 40 years. It talks about the power of resilience, adaptation, and timeless wisdom that has guided me throughout my journey from a ward boy to a CEO. Now I must say, the greatest mantra in my life that has happened shaped my entire outlook, and my approach stems from something that Sangeeta Madam said to me at the start of my career in Apollo. More precisely, this is on June 5th, 1992. I will narrate that incident in a while. I will take exactly 5 to 6 minutes of my speech, not more than that, but I will try to. But first, I must thank Sangeeta Madam at least 1.5 crores times, which is every minute of this 32 years under her leadership. Ma'am, I mean it. Sangeeta Madam has seamlessly played the role of a teacher, philosopher, and nurturing Ma Annapurneshwari. Her teaching embodies the spirit of Yadevi Sarva Bhuteshu Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. This is from a Devi Mahatmyam, one of the hymns. It says, recognizing the divinity in all beings and emphasizing dedication in every endeavor. The learnings I had and continue to have under her leadership are sometimes, like our Upanishads, they're called Apaurishaya, they're beyond academic language. One small incident I will tell you before I start talking about my own life. I went to Kashi with my father when I just joined Apollo after 5 years. So we sat in Annapurneshwari temple. Then he asked me, what do you do before you take your meal every day? So I said, I chant Gayatri Mantra, that Good Bhuvasvaha, all these things. So he said, yeah, that's very good. But he said that I must first chant Annapurneshwari Mantra to remember the person responsible for the food on my plate, pray for their welfare, and then do the Gayatri. From that day, madam, I have always followed my father's instructions. Thank you so much for coming here, madam, and launching this book. And I must thank Sajanar sir, for having come here and blessed us. Shandiya sir, Anil sir, and of course Dr. Dikshit, Dr. L.V. Subramanyam, and everyone on this occasion who have come with a pure love, and they just came here to bless me. Thank you so much for coming here. I'll take just 5 minutes from now. I'm not going to tell you what I wrote in my book now, as I'm sure you will read it. I would rather tell you what lies behind the beyond my book's content in next 5 minutes. Today I talk about my life, the journey, my gurus, my mentors, and my learnings. I belong to a very, very humble family of 15 people. My father was the sole bread earner for the entire family with a meager salary of 150 rupees per month, which is the modest income a respectable government employee would earn in those days. I learned from him how to be humble and to earn the goodwill of people, how to be content and not abandon any of your responsibilities. My mother was the most educated person I have ever met in my life. She was a great strategist, an excellent entrepreneur, a wizard at financial management, and the fabulous people management skills. With a monthly income of 150 rupees, her balance for 15 people, her balance sheet is always break even and sometimes EBITDA positive. Yeah, that's the way. So she was my first guru who taught me the importance of family. She taught me that you can grow only when people around you grow. You can't grow alone. That's the important thing she told me when I was a child. She said, you work You work, but make sure that people around you also grow. First they need to grow, then only you will be able to grow. That's called inclusiveness. She taught me decision making, fund allocation, and most important life skill that when you give good to others, they will return the same when you needed it. My mother completed her 3rd standard from a small village called Punyapuru, and she got married. But it's not the education, it's not the academic degree she had, but she could able to taught all of us what we require in life and to grow. It was always the first in my family for everything I did. I failed in my 10th class, which was the first time in the family. Yeah, I honestly I failed. I was so depressed that I wanted to end my life due to societal ridicule I faced. Thanks to my childhood friend Ambika, who's here, who gave me strength to face the world and taught me to address myself first rather than the rest of the world. She taught me a valuable management lesson to not to look for faults in others or the environment around you for your own failures. Thank you, Bambi. Thank you so much for giving me this, attending this program and blessing me. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming here and spending your valuable 1 hour's time here with me. And it means a lot to me. It means absolutely. I know Dr. Padmanabh Reddy sir is laughing there. So you all have touched my life in several ways. When my children were very, very young, we used to go to Dr. Padmanabh Reddy's clinic. But our friendship continued. Dr. Ruma Simha, she is one person who delivered my grandson. So each one of you have actually impacted my life in a beautiful way. Everyone, Dr. Subba Reddy, Dr. Sudeep, Dr. Deepak, whoever, Dr. Vagre sir. Dr. Vagre sir actually treated my mother, father, I don't know how much I can thank him every time. So I thank everyone, and I thank again Madam for coming here and launching this book. Finally, Sridevi, one dialogue I wanted to say. So, one dialogue I have to say in this. आप है तो मत हम है और हम है तो सब कुछ है. Thank you so much for coming.